It's Sunday. We're back. It's 4 o'clock. It's time for... So I bet you're wondering who could be on the show this time. We have an awesome guest, returning guest, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Never?
No.
Oh my God!
You were trying to get me to do it, but then I wanted to wait till I've done all of them. No.
But did you run it last year?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Anyway, awesome person. I'm sad to see you go, but so excited because there's nothing more fun than seeing you guys go off and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Gordon, or her sister. We can never tell the difference.
You don't even know my sister. So.
No, but I've seen her like 3 times. And no, you don't look like her. Yeah. We were at Culver's, and somebody walked up and said, "Who does she look like? Who does she look like? Who does she look like?"
Who was that?
It looked just like Laura, but I'm getting yelled at, I think. Okay, so we are here to get the scoop on Laura Gordon, who is just an awesome person. And let's talk about how awesome she is. First of all, you don't have a nickname because you're freaking Gordon.
Yeah.
Why would you need a nickname? Everybody's like, who's that?
Everyone knows me already.
LG. And
I don't know you.
What grade are you in?
8th.
8th. And what grade is your sister in?
She's a junior.
Okay.
In high school.
I didn't really know how far apart you were, but I knew she was older.
I think she's the same. She's the same age as Eliza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're in the same grade.
We were talking about Eliza because she came back, and they may come back and be on the show. Broccoli. That's a different person.
Oh.
This isn't. We're just confusing ourselves. Show us the crew cam to know where the giggling's coming from.
Them.
Hey, I'm still not in there. Personal problems.
He's in there. All right. So, what I would like to hear, what are your 2 favorite subjects?
I don't really have favorite subjects. I honestly really enjoy math. I feel like math class is boring, but the math itself I enjoy.
Is interesting.
Yeah, and then same with science. I don't care for science class, but I really like science.
You really like science. Yeah. That is awesome. And which is interesting because now actually one of the ones you put on here was ELA was another one.
Yeah, I enjoy ELA too. It's very time consuming. There's a lot of big projects.
Yeah, that can
like essays. But like some of the other things like making slideshows, that's fun.
Yeah, cool. Well, and I could see you as enjoying writing.
Yeah.
But when you're assigned writing, sometimes it's not the same.
It's not as fun.
Yeah. I mean, I loved writing the play, but if somebody said, you need to sit down and write a paragraph about it.
Yeah.
Not the same. When you're inspired, it's interesting. But I think it's so cool. You've just got one of those brains that can do math. Big brain. And you don't really have a least favorite class.
Not really. I think I all
you're not
like
in
them.
my class. If you were in my class,
oh yeah, definitely.
You'd be like,
I'd hate
I have
it.
a least favorite. Cool. But you just like everything.
Yeah.
Always been. You just like, go with the flow. Awesome. And yeah, we are going to fit the story in. What is a pet peeve of yours?
So it's especially, I'm going to call it my sister on this, but she always does this. And she'll come into my room and then she'll leave, but like she'll leave the door open a crack. And that makes me so
Not
mad.
open.
No.
And not closed.
It's just like the smallest little crack. And it makes me so mad because I hate when, I love having my door closed. Even if I'm home alone, I would prefer to have my door
Have your door closed. So does she do it on purpose?
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah.
A lot of times she's all right. About to be yelled at. But I want to hear a story about you went to Chicago with the Girl Scout group.
Oh, yeah. So we went to Chicago, and there was this one time where we were all gonna split up. Some people wanted to go shopping, but then there was 3 of us. We were super tired, and we were we don't want to go anywhere. So we stayed in the hotel, and we got locked in there obviously because we can't just go wander around.
Right.
And we got really hungry, but the only thing we had was microwave breakfast sandwiches,
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we didn't have a microwave. It was down in the lobby.
Right.
So these were, for context, they were wrapped in plastic, they're in little plastic containers. So what we did is we used a tub that had cookies, but we had already eaten all the cookies. It was a tub full of cookies. And we had already eaten. I'm pretty sure we ate most of them on the train there. But yeah. And so we used that, and then we tried filling it with coffee or just hot water, but it had a coffee packet already in it. So half of it was coffee, and the other half was hot water. And then we just kind of dunked the breakfast sandwiches in it and covered it up. This is all Lily's idea, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we just kind of dunked them in there and let it sit for like 20 to 30 minutes. And then we took them out and they weren't like hot, but they were pretty warm. And then we just ate those.
But didn't the hot water get during the 20
I think we refilled it. Yeah.
Oh, you kept.
Yeah.
I'm going to just say it's kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
It's kind of brilliant.
They were really good breakfast sandwiches.
That's a lot. You'd think you'd be full from the 40 cookies, but I don't know.
That was a really fun trip.
Yeah, it sounds like it was. Having nothing to do with the actual trip was there.
Yeah.
But
the other person was Brenna. Just for just for that, because yeah. So it was us three.
Awesome. All right, we didn't get to talk too much, but we're running out of time on that. So I want to go right to Spill. So Laura provided some photos for us that she's going to share us a little bit about her life. Let's see what you got, Laura.
I don't know what they are. Oh, that one. I love that trip. So we're all siblings of marching band kids. So they invited us to one of their performances, like at like a big football stadium. Mm-hmm. So we all got to tag along. We got to we put on the uniform and we acted like we were part of it. Obviously we didn't march or anything, but we got to help out and we got to stand in the stadium while they were we were standing on the field while they were performing.
That's really cool.
So we all got to do that. And that was really fun.
And how did you heat up your breakfast sandwich on this trip?
I just didn't have any. I was starving. They gave us a lot of candy though. They gave us after the performance, we all just kind of sat by the bus and they just had so many snacks. They had Dunkaroos, they had chocolate bars and Cheez-Its, and then we just kind of.
So there is a story about, which is
I love food.
Who doesn't? All right, next up, let's see what else we got. That's really cool. I didn't know.
So that one's from Whispering Pines, which is a Girl Scout camp. The only reason I included that was because if you look at the person behind me, she was just kind of chilling, but that was really fun. So it's this day camp for little kids, but we are all aides. So, but it was really far away. It's an hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, in from here. So they instead of being having to drive that every day for older kids, we just got to stay because they had this really nice lodge and they have air conditioning and beds and everything.
Oh, really?
So we just got to stay there and we got to just walk to dinner every night to the mess hall.
Yeah.
And they had after camp activities. So one day was swimming. There's crafts and bingo. And
awesome. And you're hanging out with your friends.
Yeah, and it was all just kids my age. We all just got to chill together.
That is really cool. Well, now this is different, but when you guys were in 6th grade, you went to camp for overnight for what?
We were supposed to, but COVID. So we had to split it into 2 days. They still do that though. They didn't take that away. It's still 2 days.
Well,
they just kind of cut out overnight.
When we were there, we stayed when I was in 6th. We'd ride our horses. No. But we stayed a week. And it was so awesome.
That was fun.
When I was in high school, I was a counselor. You got out of school for a week.
Okay.
My life's been threatened. We'd stayed the whole time. And then in high school, as a junior, I was a camp counselor. I was out for a whole week of school.
Yeah, that would be nice.
With my friends.
Well, I'm a web leader, so I get to help out at 6th.
Very cool. All right. Next up, let's see the next one before Lily punch.
Oh, that was 6th grade, I think. And so every year-ish, me, my dad, and my sister would go to NASCAR races and IndyCar races.
Oh, okay.
So that one, it was a special event. So we all got to go down on the track. Calm down over there. And we all got to go on the track, and they had concerts held on the track. And it's really, we always go every year. I think we're going this year. I think. But
fun. Knowing you, how much do you actually enjoy the race?
I enjoy it. It just depends, if there's nothing exciting going on, there's no really close lead or people I know. I never really root for anyone. It's just whoever my dad and my sister are rooting for. I'm just kind of
right, or who has a cool color.
Yeah. Or usually there's it's all guys, but if there's a girl, I'll just be oh,
yeah, they root for the guy. Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely.
But there's actually this thing we didn't do it because it's expensive. but you can like while they're racing, you can get on your little go-kart inside like the ring of the track,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get to like just ride around while everyone else is like
While they're riding around on the
actually like
outside.
driving. I want to do it, but it's like really expensive.
All right, next we have to spin.
Yay! I better get cheese balls.
All right, she wants cheese balls really bad, even though they're stale.
Stale cheese balls.
Stale cheese balls.
Oh!
Bubbles! Bubbles
I
is
love
still
bubbles.
fun.
That makes me think of that one time that like me, Brenna, and Jenna, were you there? Yeah, we stayed after and just.
All right, which color do you like? You got some
Take
light blue,
it.
orange.
Take the orange. I honestly like the color orange. Like it's a nice color.
It is a nice color. I like all the colors in the right place.
Yeah, like
All right,
it just depends.
So as I have said before, these are the best bubbles I've ever seen. As nothing happened. They're great. Mine goes.
Those are so
wow.
good bubbles. Wow. Can you make a big bubble? I don't think you can.
Got this, Laura. Try it. Oh. Come on, Laura. We like bubbles. You're supposed to pop these.
And this is a lot of bubbles for a little tiny thing.
Oh, that was.
Go up. Yeah.
I mean,
We're bringing
for
math
these
into
little tiny
this.
things. And did anybody ever look up Lawrence Welk? Because that's what I think of.
Lily.
She stubbed her toe. And did you try to knock
All
one
for
out?
bubbles. All for bubbles.
She was popping a bubble. She's like 10 feet
Get
from a
it,
bubble.
get it, get
She's
it.
just like, eh. Eh.
Oh, that was terrible.
Wait. For Lily, somebody get a laser and put it on the ground. I want to see what she does. All right. This is your parting gift. You get this one too.
Bubbles. Bubbles.
The crew is chasing them like.
I want a bubble.
They're like cats.
Can I have a bubble?
Which color?
I don't care. Yay.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, let's move on to we just did spin, and now we got to do stage. So, with this person, this could take a while.
Yeah.
Got a few things. All right. So, tell us about your history on the Falcon Player stage and/or any other stage.
Oh, I don't have any experience from another stage, but
Only the
that's
Schnee,
because this is a long story. So I started in 6th grade, but I was only tech, and I was like, I'm never gonna want to be an actor. Like,
Right, no,
those
I
are
didn't think you
weirdos,
did
and I
when
was
you
like, I'm
first-
so like I would be so nervous of like
Yeah.
being on stage. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But then in 7th grade, I was interested. I was like, you know what? That actually sounds really fun.
Yeah.
I want to try that. But the first one was the musical. So that one I tried out for, but kind of half-heartedly because I didn't know if I wanted to.
Right.
Plus, I use Happy Birthday, and it's kind of difficult to get
It's
in with Happy Birthday.
Yeah, it is.
that
it
one's
is.
just
and
like-
it's also a challenge. There's a trick in there. There's a challenge.
Yeah. So I did not get in that one. That was like, I was terrified because, you know, you have to
But
sing in
were
front of
you
all
on
those
tech?
people. I was on tech. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the student director.
Right. Because you went to leadership positions.
Yeah.
You were fully part of the show.
Yeah. And then, so the next one was the play, and I tried out for that one. And then I was like,
Well, yeah.
I think I was like the main
alienated.
character's, yeah. I was the main character's best friend.
Yep.
So I did actually have a lot of lines. I loved that so much.
Yeah.
I was super
It's a
excited.
neat
And then
show. I didn't realize how much I liked it, but then once we saw you guys never leaving and
Yeah.
stuff, it was really.
that one was really fun. And then like, oh man, you guys laughed, and now I've lost my train of thought.
All right. So after alienated,
After alienated, then I was 8th grade year, and the first one that came up was Bussin' and Feudin'.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to try out for that one. So I did, I think, the second most difficult song. And I sang that one.
Yeah.
And I actually was confident about it this time.
yeah.
And I got in, and then I got the solo. Well, not, yeah.
No, but it
solo
was,
and
yeah.
trio kind of
Yeah.
thing. And that's probably been my favorite one.
That was.
Just because I had so much. All my friends were in that one. I was in that one. I
Yeah.
had a big part.
Oh, that part was. But you were in the other songs too, weren't you?
Yeah, I
But
was.
then you
I was
changed,
as
yeah.
a citizen, and then
Exactly.
plus it was fun because I got to do a quick change,
Yes.
and that was like I was so excited. About it.
And anytime you're in the chorus, you act all the great songs.
Yeah,
You know.
because that was what I was like worried about. It was like I didn't want to get this role. That would mean I wouldn't get to sing like because you know like the one
It
song
happens,
that's like
right.
everyone's in, then they all like backstage while singing and stuff, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I got like one of those parts.
Yeah.
And then this one, I was assistant student director. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not this one, it's over, but like Gainesville Gazette.
Gainesville Gazette
Yeah.
Calamities. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying the whole thing.
But super. All right. So name all the shows you worked on. Period. Start.
War Haiku Done It. Doo-Wop Red Riding Hood. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Doo-Wop. It was Help I'm Trapped.
Help I'm Trapped.
Then
right.
Doo-Wop.
Then Doo-Wop.
Then Alienated. Then Fussin'. And then Calamity. Okay,
Yes.
guys.
Yes. And then all right. So
Sit down.
best memory the whole time. One memory.
This one's the one I always tell. But so it was one night for the show, and I don't know if it was show night. Jenna, was it show night? Alienated show night, we think. And we just looked outside the window, and there's this guy. You know, there's this pole.
Oh,
Yeah. A story of Stripper Man. There's this pole. We call it the stripper pole because, like, you know, one of the exercise. It has like the little like signs with the exercises, and one of them is you literally just kind of hold onto the pole and just kind of spin around it.
Gotcha.
And
I didn't know it was called.
that's what I call it because that's what
Yes.
it's like. And then, we looked outside, and it was dark outside at that point because it was a show night,
Right.
obviously, so it was pretty dark. And then there was this dude who was dressed in all black. He had his hood up, and he was just kind of twirling around the pole. And we were like, "That's a little creepy." So like, then we kind of walked away, and then we came back, and we were watching him more. And he like made eye contact with the door. I don't know if he saw us, but then he started
Right.
like walking towards the door. So we just kind of like screamed and ran away. And then whenever he came back, he was gone. And I never know why he was there. He never like came back. I don't think he was just.
Well, the one thing that I think is funny about that is the creepy guy, hood and everything, whirling around a pole.
Yeah.
Less
he was
spooky.
just kind of like
Whee!
around the pole.
Whee!
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's funny. What's funny is it has nothing to do with yet. It was the experience and who you were with and the
Yeah.
excitement of that night added all this.
My
other
favorite
stuff.
theater memory is definitely our little group of 8th graders when we sat in the corner of the
Yes,
gym.
right.
It was like completely dark, and we just made little lanterns with bottles, and then we just all sat there eating our dinner.
Yep.
And that
yep.
was probably
It's
one
the
of my
friendships and the time.
Yeah.
And it's a magic that you're making.
Yeah, because
play,
a lot of those people were people I only met at theater. Like
Yeah,
Jenna,
that makes me so happy.
I wouldn't have known her.
High
on
five
the
right there
theater.
for that one.
That is you.
All right. And finally, we're going to do a survey. All right. Let's find out some things about Laura and what she likes and what she doesn't like. Laura Pickle. All right.
That's not me.
That's not you. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Let's see what we got here. Thumbs up or thumbs down for these 5 things. Mexican food. Love it or hate it?
I had to find the right side. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I really like tacos. I like burritos.
All
Those
of
are
it.
really good.
It's like the same ingredients in different.
Yeah.
Try it. But yeah.
Did you wrap it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's eat beans, cheese, meat. That's like the
Like
same.
quinoa.
Yeah.
My mom makes some really good.
Mm,
And we have that a lot. Mug right there.
and I love that. All right. Language arts. Love it or hate it?
I
Love it.
talked about it earlier.
You like all
I
of it.
like it.
All right. How about pranks? Love them.
As long as it's not me being pranked on.
Like you.
I like doing them on other people. but
Other
I don't-
people find you not
Yeah.
so much. Poetry.
I
Love it.
like it.
Very
I
cool.
submitted a poem to like a poetry contest a while ago.
Did you?
Yeah, it got published, but
Didn't I? Where-
it's like in this giant book of poetry. It's like mostly one of those poetry contests that like almost everyone gets in. They're just like, here, take my book, buy it. It's like
Right.
$50, but like buy it.
But buy it because you.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. Well, but I bet it was awesome. Laura freaking Gordon. Come on. Yeah. Finally, mushrooms.
Mm-mm.
Nope, not a mushroom person.
The taste and the texture is just not.
Those are usually the things you consider taste and texture.
Mhm.
If it only has one, it is harder. All right, I want to see what you think about this thing or that thing.
It's heavier than I thought.
I
Heavy
made them
duty.
indestructible because we've had some broken things. All right, which do you prefer? Oh, this is a tough one. Acting or tech?
Which one's acting?
First one, this. Acting, all right. And pen or pencil? What would you rather write with?
Pencil.
Pencil. I'm the other way. I got to do pen. But then I'm not doing math.
Because I don't like. I want to be able to erase my mistakes. That's why I go mechanical pencil because it's like sharp, but then I can still erase it.
Have you used a Frixion? It's an erasable pen.
I have one of those, but it doesn't really work very well. It might be the brand, but it doesn't work very well.
I'll show you one later. I'm sure I've got one. But they are pretty awesome. And jogging or hiking? Hiking.
I have terrible stamina. I'm in the track club, but I'm only doing field events. But they made us all long distance run, and I was not having it.
Never good. I always feel like, so if I'm going to go for a jog, I run to the house, and I'm running. Oh my God, I'm running. It's been like forever. I'm running around. Oh, and turn around in my house. Like I've gone nowhere. Never have.
But hiking, you get the benefits of cardio.
Yeah, and you are still doing some of the.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, and you get to be out in nature, and plus you get some strength. Okay, calm down, guys.
There.
I'm gonna do this to you, Jenna, while you do yours.
Yeah. All right. Camping or binge watching shows? What would you rather do? Go camping or binge watch shows?
Honestly, camping.
Camping.
I do like watching shows, but
camping would be.
I'm just camping.
Yeah. But they're both good. But I would rather camp. You get to
I swear that was blue. I could have sworn this was red.
Jenna did that too. Letting you know.
My mind.
She switched it up. Yeah. All right. Finally, would you rather have the view of a city skyline or a mountain range?
Did you say you to mountain range or
Wait
city?
a minute, you haven't hiccuped though. Oh, I feel like she's like, I like a mountain range.
Ew. Yeah.
But wait, all right, just so you know, she has not hiccuped a single time. Lily's been in here the whole time.
I picked up 5 times.
In here? What did I miss? It's like one of my favorite sounds because I had it for the show and in my class all first semester. Anyway, that was awesome. Laura, I have one more story you got to tell me about, and then we're wrapping this up. Your sister and a secret passageway.
Oh my gosh, I love this story.
Yeah, this seems really interesting.
So, okay. So when me and my sister were little, we had this dream that we would have this little secret passage out of the house through my room. Okay. So we came together and we made a decision that with my scissors, we were going to carve a hole through my wall. So, so we took my safety scissors. Yep, we took my safety scissors.
It's like trying to dig a tunnel with a stick.
And we just started carving away. And then I was like, maybe this isn't a good idea. So I told her to stop. I was like, this probably isn't good. I was 6, maybe, probably younger.
She was like,
and she's 3 years older than me. And I was like, maybe this isn't a good idea. And she was like, oh no, it's fine. But I was like, I was getting really nervous because it's my room too. Right. So I was like, you know what, maybe not. So I went downstairs and told my mom, and she's like, oh, just to let you know, we're digging up, just to make sure it's okay.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know.
And I was like, I didn't know if it was a good idea, but Taylor said it was fine. So, and then I didn't get to use my scissors for months after that. They got taken away.
Yeah, I would think. Think. Awesome. That is a great story.
I took a
Take it away while you're down there. Mom, gotta clear this up with you.
I was whenever I was filling out my little form for this, I had to think of the best stories. I was racking my brain. Yeah. Same with the photos. I took an hour to scroll through all my photos. I'm like, okay, what's the best one? Yeah, gotta incorporate everything with my family and my Brenna.
Right.
Because she's my best friend, and then
yeah. And you're starring on the show.
Yeah.
It's the Laura Gordon episode. All right. Well, this has been awesome. Laura, thank you so much, and thanks for doing all this theater over the years.
I'll keep doing it.
I can't wait to go and see you at the high school because we'll be visiting you up there. All right, guys. Tell everybody thank you for watching. Don't forget to check it out every Sunday at 4 at www.d-r-n-c-com. Catch you next.